Okay, my peoples, here we go. How we doing? So this is episode 4 of We and COVID-19. And I'm calling this one Dollars, Bills and So. So this is like a more serious talk. Well, I think they all have been serious, but this is one that I think some people are avoiding. Some of us avoid this. Money makes us uncomfortable, or that adulting thing of talking about money and them things. But it's important. It's part of life. A young man, a very talented, bright, dynamic young man who I met. You meet all these cafe peeps when you freelance. And he mentioned, he said, boy, he just knows the quality of his life would have been better if he had had one class in high school on budgeting. And that's another issue for another topic, another Fabian Say episode. But I'm going to talk about people reduced income. So I think for a lot of us, I'm not gonna assume I say most, we're in a time of reduced income because either you've been laid off, or hours have been reduced, or you're temporarily on pause to start back. And so what does this mean for our lives and for your life? What is the size of the reduction? How big is the reduction, and how long is it gonna last? And how does it affect your life, your quality of life, your way of life? Of course, for people who are living from paycheck to paycheck, the blow going to be harder. For those people who may have had savings and those people who are really comfortable, this may not be an issue for now. But we have to look at that and look at what does that mean in terms of me now cutting back, saving, budgeting, putting money aside, only doing essential shopping, maybe cutting on some of the luxury things and the pampering that I normally do. Is an important thing to look at. Is this sustainable? Does it mean ordering out less and cooking more in the house? Does it mean starting a little vegetable garden or thing that might reap you some things in a month or two? So you're cooking more. Also, in terms of us spreading our income, is supporting smaller businesses, because smaller businesses, private people, are people who are more likely to go out of business or be hit harder than bigger companies. Bigger companies tend to have cushioning. So if we know some small people, somebody with a backyard garden, somebody who's a market vendor, let's support some of our smaller businesses who need the money a little more at this time. And also look at things like bartering. And I'm going to touch on it a little later. Rent, the big R, is rent time now. Rent due tomorrow for most of us. Now, how many people have had conversations with their landlord, or has the landlord said anything to you? So if you have not made any money for the last half of March, or maybe all of March, what does that look like? Our landlord's going to be lenient, and people can share and post and let me know. Have any landlord said to people, you know what, pay me when you can, or pay me half the rent, because I know things are rough. Are there people who are going to have to move from where they are because you can't pay your rent for next month, or maybe the next couple of months? I think those are some real big people conversations and considerations we need to look at. Do you need to move back with your parents into a smaller space, share with somebody, whatever? I'm going to propose that I'm doing this for myself like a 2 to 3 month plan, because I honestly don't think we're going to go back to any kind of normalcy until June, July. I'm thinking that's my guesstimate. So let's say we're starting April, so at least a 2 month plan that covers April and May. What do our lives look like? What does money look like in terms of income? What is in terms of bills, sustainability, all of that good stuff. The other piece now, which may be a little more positive than the previous section, is looking at possibilities and opportunities. One of the things I find myself saying consistently is I find myself open and present to the lessons and opportunities that COVID-19 is bringing to us. So let's dig deep. What are the possibilities and opportunities? What are the ways to make income? So maybe we have talents and skills that's not your 9-to-5 job, that you may have been laid off from, that hours may have been reduced. What can you do that you can monetize safely in these times? So it looks at doing things online, doing things virtual, or dropping things off and maintaining the 3 foot to 6 foot distance, but tapping into other skills that you may have that's not your 9-to-5, and seeing how you can monetize them. And again, reach out, ask questions, get advice and guidance. This is also a crucial time, I think, to do things like barter. You know, so I do this for you and you give me this, or you do this for me. So we may not have tangible money substance right now, but I have the skill and ability. So let's say if you're an editor and you can edit essays, you can edit writing, somebody like me or somebody else might need some stuff edited, and they can do something for you, and you work out fairly and equitably. If I do this for you, you do this for me, so we're not paying out money. Then you also have to look at ways of making income coming in, and it might mean, again, some creative conversations with yourself and other people to talk about what is possible. Is it really all doom and gloom? This is also a great time for collaboration, working with other people. So somebody might have an idea that you can be part of, or you have an idea that you can include somebody else on, and talk honestly and openly about what is the potential income from this and how we're going to split it, how we're going to share it. This is really the time. I think COVID-19 is forcing us to think outside the box, embrace new ideas, new ways of being that we probably ignored before. I think it's heightening our creativity. I think people are being a little nice, a little kinder, not everywhere, because some people just mean all the time. But I think it's a real opportunity. So let's deep breathe, put on those thinking caps and creativity caps, and think outside the box about sustainability, about our levity, about money, about income, about possibilities, about saving and surviving this pandemic. How we can do it. We look about with Talawa, and we name what we name. Big up on yourself, and look out for episode 6. Blessings, love, and light.